Okay, so these messy, intense emotions that a lot of people have, especially if you have any kind of strong karma in this emotional department, if you're just hypersensitive by nature, your nervous system's just super sensitive, and external stimuli can really affect you, maybe more than the average person. These are the people usually the doctors went to give drugs to, and there's something wrong with you and all that. You're super sensitive by nature, right? This is a great opportunity. It's not even, see, when I say opportunity, it's like I'm saying like there's a choice, but there's not. But we got to use words. These people at some point are going to realize that, like, because surrender is the main spiritual principle. When there's deep surrender, there's humility. When there's humility, there's some nice serenity and peace and compassion and all the spiritual qualities. You don't have to cultivate it. You don't have to like work on them. You don't have to read your flashcard. I'm going to be compassionate. Be compassionate. No. Those qualities are automatic when you're in a deeper state of surrender. So these heavy, messy, involuntary, crazy, oversensitive emotions that occur just seemingly over nothing, this is a deep purge that's going on. Don't put a time limit on it of how long it should last or shouldn't last. We don't know. It's up to God. But that's a deep purge, and that will provide this, I don't know a better word, opportunity to surrender. It's going to make you surrender. It's going to make, because you just can't handle it. This self-will and identity with the human consciousness is so strong. It's so strong. Most don't know how strong it is. They use their mind to say, yeah, I let go of the human self and now I'm myself. I've just realized like everything's a character and a play. Like a lot of times it's the mind doing that. The mind does not have the power to truly surrender. It doesn't. So some of us are blessed, doesn't feel like it, with some super heavy karma, super heavy limitations that just end up throwing us into a level of surrender. Now, what was my point for saying the self-will is so strong that you can't just consciously let that go? Where's the proof? The proof is when you're suffering with these intense, messy emotions where you can go into anger and depression and just be bipolar over nothing. Look how hard it is to just let that go. It's like the identity still is holding on. What does that look like? That means the identity is saying, I really want this to go away. This is making me crazy. I want to be better. I want this to go away. This is driving me nuts. And then that amps up the emotions even more. That's identity. And then even that that's what's happening, you can't stop doing it. You're like, whoa, you're like, what the hell? I need to kill myself. Like, this is too much. There's like a panic. There's like, I can't get grounded. I can't come into a balance. Like, what am I going to do? That's how strong self-will and ego is. But when you hang on, you keep going, you purify your human self as best as you can via preserving your sexual energy, clean diet, good company, good environment, spiritual practice, surrounding yourself around, if you can find any good company, spiritual people. When you do that long enough, it's like these boulders of self-will are going to start to chip away. They're going to start to chip away, and then finally they're going to dissolve. And then it's like you intuitively recognize that God's doing for you what you can't do for yourself. Because before you would fight this personal karma. It would just make you worse, but you couldn't stop fighting it. You had no power. But now it's like when things happen, there's a let go inside that wasn't there before. And that wasn't you that produced it. It was grace. Why did that finally happen? Because these intense struggles you had was burning this self-will, these boulders, and the boulders start to dissolve, and then the surrender is like it can shine through now. That's the benefit of these so-called messy, intense emotions that a lot of people experience. Because you start to feel how that karma is actually a blessing, because there's no better thing that can throw you into a surrender than deep, heavy limitations. There's nothing else. This is fast-track stuff. And so then you start to realize that, and then you cooperate with it. When some uncontrollable thing happens in the body or the mind or the emotional body, instead of cursing it and making it worse, you're like, wait, I gotta let go. This is actually helping me to let go because it's unbearable. So now the localized individual consciousness, through wisdom, through experience, is cooperating now with this divine intelligence and wisdom. See, this is the fusion. This is the merge that you can say is the definition of awakening. The human individual consciousness is merging with the pure consciousness. You start to recognize this duality in a wise way. The individual that's suffering, you get to the point, you hit bottom. You're like, okay, I'm going to surrender. And then you realize, damn, I can't surrender though. The self-will is so strong, it's overriding my desire to surrender. What do? Keep going. You just keep going. And then you'll see the self-will slowly starts to die down. It's getting wore out. It's getting wore out. It can't fight so much anymore. That's the benefit of getting older too. I remember my grandma, she's like 70 years old, and she's just chilling on the chair. She's just chilling. And I'm like 13. I'm like, so what do you want to do today? What are you going to do? Nothing. You want to like go outside and run around and stuff? No, I'm good. Yeah, but aren't you bored? Nope. But I'm bored. I'd play with her like that because she's chilling. So you cooperate with life, these stages and seasons that we have, rather they be, we're getting older. Don't try to fight to stay young. Cooperate with this older. Older means the life force is withdrawing now from the body. It's starting to get less, starting to go back into the source. Cooperate with that. If you're really conscious, you'll be able to know when you're going to die at some point, because the life force gets very thin after a while. So you're like, okay, my the countdown's on. I maybe have a few months or something like that. Or if the season is just deep, just inner turmoil and just uncontrollable emotions, cooperate with that. Use that as an opportunity to surrender. I don't know if you can hear this saw. I hear it, and I'm wondering if that's messing my video up. But I think I said everything I wanted to say anyway, so let me know. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you got something from this video, and I'll see you soon.